Alright, so this video was gonna be like 2 videos in 1 video. Okay, sorry about that. Thought it was a piece of glass on my phone. So, last video, told you guys I bought a cooler. I won't buy anything now unless I get rid of something out of my storage unit. That's the only way I'll buy something. So what I got rid of was my 1971 Craftsman USA made 3 horsepower Sears outboard motor. I didn't want to get rid of it. It was a nice motor, but I have nothing to put it on. And so I got rid of my trailer, got rid of my boat. Now I got rid of my motor. My storage unit is almost empty. Like the stuff just sitting in there waiting for me to get my box truck. Once I get my box truck, I'm gonna start building it out and take everything out of my storage unit, put it in there, and I'm just gonna have a storage parking lot because I'm gonna have 2 vehicles. I want 2 vehicles. I'm a city nomad. If one of my vehicles break down, because I do all my repair work to my vehicles, if one of them break down, I'll leave it in my storage parking lot. Quick note on that. Turns out I can't. The storage unit actually didn't like me coming up there and like sitting in my parking spot. Yeah, I guess they thought they came up to me and they knocked on my window while I was in the back, and they were like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm just sitting in my storage parking lot." You can't do that. Why not? Because you can't just sit here. Okay, well, I don't. So I asked them, I'm like, so when I get my box truck, do you guys mind me working on it in my my parking lot? I mean, my parking spot? Because if they would have said no at that point, then it would have been no reason for me to stay there. I was ready to give up the lease right then and there, because it kind of is like, what's the point then? And then they're like, no, we don't mind that. It's just we got a phone call that someone was living in their storage unit. I'm like, well, I'm not living here. I get here in the morning and I leave like right after like 12 o'clock or whatever. And they weren't cool with that, so oh well. But anyway, that's like really what got me down, and like had got me in a funk was that, because I had like everything figured out for what was that, like a week, and then I had to change everything. That's another thing to van life. Things always change. It always changed. So like getting into van life and this lifestyle, definitely, like, you gotta learn how to adapt to some things. You gotta be okay with change. You gotta be okay with moving around a lot. And these were some things that I was not used to, and like slowly but surely I'm getting used to it. And every time I think I gotta got it figured out, stay there, got it figured out, it changes again. So like right now I'm just trying to figure out where to go every day and stuff, and not draw attention to myself. I kind of been like going to some places and sitting in the front of the van now. That way, I don't know, sometimes, but then like I notice, like if I'm in the back of the van and like I just close the curtains and roll my windows all the way up, then I don't get bothered. But as soon as my windows are down a little bit, or I got my curtain open and someone can see me, it always draws attention to myself. So if I'm in like the front seat, then that's fine. But if I'm in the back and my curtains are open and my windows are down, then for some reason I draw attention to myself. So I've been trying to just kind of work that out and move around to different spots and stuff for that. But usually, and now like I'm parking at a lot of at night I'm parking at a lot of apartment complexes. I think I said that on another video. I'm not sure if I posted it or not, but I got like 3 or 4 apartment complexes that I actually use now to park at. Hold on, let me lock the steering wheel. Okay, I got like 3 or 4 apartment complexes that I park at, like outside on the street area, because that's public street. And I was like, this is a really good parking spot. And I'm also at the same time, I'm like finding new parking spots. I'm like finding parking spots where I can park my box truck and stuff. And I found 2 new parking spots so far. Granted, when I move into my box truck, I'm not gonna be able to sleep in these my arms hurt so bad. My arms, my chest, all this, and my elbows like hurt really bad. Like, I'll tell you guys that in a second. It's just it hurts. But yeah, when I move into my box truck, I'm not gonna be able to sleep in apartment complexes or whatever. I'll probably, I'm not sure if I'll still do street parking. I'll have to see how big of a truck I get. And I'm trying to think, like, maybe I don't need that big of a truck now. I mean, I don't think I need a 16-foot truck. I don't know yet. I don't know. I gotta get in some of them and see how they feel. And I'm like really thinking about just getting a U-Haul storage or a U-Haul truck, and those are like what are they? They're 14 feet. You get a 14-footer and a 10-footer, I think. I would definitely get a 14-footer. If I got a 14-footer, I could probably get away with that, with sleeping outside in apartment complexes, like outside on the street or something, and they'll think it's just like a moving truck or something. But that'll probably get old pretty quick. I don't know. I'm just, see, this is why I had to pick up the camera. Now I'm just like talking, and it's getting my ideas flowing again, and just everything. So now I forgot what I was talking about, guys. But oh yeah, so that's what I was about to say. So yeah, I got rid of the motor and everything, and that's why I got the cooler and everything. So I got that, and I'm ready to move into a box truck. I'm just looking for a job. I want to work another full-time job and be able to save more money. I like to see those comments where people say, "Oh, you're just sitting on your butt and you're collecting government money and you don't work." Really? Really? Oh man, that is so funny. You trolls keep it coming, because those are the best comments. I'm like, wow, that's funny. I've been working since I was 13 years old. So yeah, good luck with that argument. I guess next I'm gonna have to show my record that I'm actually a U.S. citizen or something. Yeah, so that's really what I've been up to. Just moving around, finding new parking spots, looking for more employment. Looking for more employment, and kind of just been I'm trying to think if I want to like do some upgrades to this van or not, because I'm thinking about, when I get my box truck, sell it as a camper van. And at that point I would definitely redo this wall over here, and I want to put in a partition for like back here or whatever, and do that for the next person. Because I was thinking, like, if something like this was on Craigslist for like 2 grand when I was first looking to do van life, and it was already set up and stuff. That would have been so perfect, so perfect. So yeah, I'm not sure because then that's a very limited market. I could either do that or just take everything out and sell it as a utility van, because I guess either way it's gonna, well, no, I mean, if I sell it as a utility van, then those like campers will still know, like, oh yeah, I mean, I could use that as a whatever. But it's definitely a lot of work I would have to do before I would want to sell this to anyone, because the way I bought it, I wouldn't want to sell it to anyone. I mean, it's just no. Nope. So yeah. Oh, I let me see. So I don't know why I've been tired lately. So I actually took a day nap. Oh yeah, that's why. Because I didn't get out the gym till like 3 o'clock this morning. I was on like a freaking power trip or something. I don't know what was going on with me this morning, but I was freaking just in there. On the treadmill, and that's why my arms are hurting and my chest is hurting right now, because I was just lifting weights and on the treadmill all morning, and we're talking about from like 10 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I'm sitting there on my phone and stuff and working out and stuff, but I don't know what was wrong with me this morning. I was just like, I don't care, I can lift this weight. Oh crap, I think I pulled something. Oh, it hurts. So yeah, my chest like hurts, but that's that also could be from I haven't lifted weights in like a month, maybe a little bit more than a month, and I notice whenever I start back lifting weights, it always gets you right there, like all in there, it just gets you. So that's probably what it is. You know, probably go away in a few days, but it's like when I gotta put on a shirt, it's like, ow. So yeah, but so I was over at another parking spot sleeping, and I was, well, not sleeping, but I did fall asleep after a while, shockingly. But and this was like, I don't know what time is it, like 5 o'clock or something. It was like 3 o'clock earlier in the afternoon, and I fell asleep. And what happened? It was at a bingo hall. It was at a bingo hall. Like one side of the parking lot was the bingo hall, and the other side of the parking lot was I can't remember. Like, I think a government assistance building or something. I don't know. That's just kind of what it looked like to me. So I fell asleep in between those two parking lots, and I woke. No, right before I fell asleep, people were like coming in for bingo, and then like I just fell completely asleep, and then I woke up, and there was like cars parked all around me. Like, when I got there was no cars, and then when I woke up, there was a car on the side of me, a car in front of me, a car on that side. Like the whole parking lot was full, and I'm like, what just happened? Like, where did all these cars come from? And so, you know, that awkward moment. I know you guys have this moment where you guys are like, oh my arm, where you guys like peel this back and you're like looking out, like, that's me looking out. So that's that awkward moment when you're like looking out, trying to make sure nobody sees you, like getting out the back of your van and stuff. So like I get out so slowly. It's so funny because I gotta make sure like nobody's in front of me, like looking at me. I gotta like peek my head out and make sure nobody's sitting in their car while I'm trying to get out. Then I gotta like look out here and make sure nobody's sitting in that car. And it's just so funny, and that's like a very awkward moment when you're just like trying to get out your get out the back of your van into your driver's seat. I do that every morning when I'm leaving in front of apartment complexes or something. I make sure like no one's like in their car like looking at my van, or no one's in their window looking at my van, because I don't want to see them like a 6'3" guy getting out the back of his van and jumping in the front seat and driving off. I can only imagine what goes through their head. Like, what was he back there doing? Why was he back there so long? All these things. So yeah, guys, it's just been a crazy couple of weeks here, and I'm really ready to be honest. I want another job now. Like, I don't want to quit my job. I just want another job, and I'm really like tempted to just go to a temp service, but I know at that point I'm probably gonna get a plant job. And the last plant job that I got when I went to a temp service was insane. Like, I can't work another 8-hour job at another plant that like is real like hustle and bustle. Like, last job that I worked worked my job, you had the low robots, and you had like one robot here. You had to hurry up and load it and clamp it down and everything and send it into the robot. And then you had another robot 30 feet away. You had to run over there and hurry up and load that robot up and everything and send it in. And then you had to run. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Okay, not bad boys. Someone got hurt. Never mind. So, yeah, but like, that robot was 30 feet away. You had to load that one up, send that one in, then you had to run back to the other one before it got all done and be ready to load that thing up and send it back in. And trust me, it was pretty, when you're not used to those type of schedules and stuff, it's kind of hard on your body. So if you could find something that's kind of chill, it's like no point in me talking. So if you could find something that's kind of chill and something just that's chill and easy to do, and I believe you could do 2 8-hour jobs. I could do it. I kept up that job for a couple of weeks, but after that I was like, I can't do this. I'm not used to this schedule. It's a third shift schedule, and I'm usually freaking sleep by 3 o'clock or something. So to be up till 8 o'clock in the morning is like, I just want to sleep. Why can't I sleep? So, all right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me see if I can do this. My arm hurts. Peace.